Hey, I want us to talk about something that you really don't want to talk about. Maybe you never considered that it's something important, it's something that you have to pay attention to. Maybe it's something that you really want to take it to a conscious level. Who are you? Who are you really? Just take time, answer that question. Who are you? Most of the time, when this question is asked, some people they just turn into a trend whereby you just say, I am who I am. Pop up response. Somebody just pop the eye, look at you. Who I am. I don't know. Before you give up that pop-up response or thinking of saying you don't know who you are, just take a moment, take time, think about it. Alright, who are you? Really, because of the answer to that question will determine what do you do. What beliefs are you going to have about yourself? What are you going to do in the next morning? What are you going to do in the next day? Some people unconsciously, they define themselves as, I'm a procrastinator. Why they say they are procrastinators? When they see their previous memories of themselves, when they see their past experiences about themselves, they think and say, in the event that are procrastinators in this day and that day and that day and that day, now he's gonna put all those experiences as his own identity, as who he is. He'll say, I'm a procrastinator. Then no wonder why you're procrastinating in doing all things that you once wanted to do. No wonder you procrastinate when you have to do a certain thing. Because you've taken that procrastination, all the events of procrastination that have happened in your life previously, and take them as your identity, unconsciously so. Because you put yourself to that situation where you say, I am a procrastinator. Any sentence that starts with the word I am, it just enters straight in your subconscious. It just enters straight into your belief system. Your belief system doesn't question that. It doesn't really question any statement that have the word I am. More especially I. When you refer to yourself as a subject, when you refer to yourself in that concept, in that situation of saying, I am this, I am that, then it doesn't have a question on that. Then you have created your identity, you have created who you are. When you say, I am this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, and that, that's how you create yourself. That's how you create who you are. That's how you answer. That's how you develop the identity of yourself. Now, some people, they don't really pay attention to that. Most of people, really, they don't really pay attention to that. Maybe you are one of those people who don't pay attention to who they are, what are they saying they are themselves. Not what you hear other people are saying about you, but what you are telling yourself about yourself. You understand? Now, let's go back a little bit. Who are you? Take a moment. Maybe in past you were saying, just be honest to yourself. Maybe you are saying, I'm a procrastinator. I'm someone who doesn't follow. I'm this kind of an individual. No, don't worry about that. It's not bad. It's what you thought of yourself. Then put that identity down. Maybe jot it down or think about it. Oh, if I say I'm a procrastinator, check what have you been doing to be consistent with that. Because of we as human beings, we tend to be more consistent. We want to be consistent with our identity, with who we are. So take a moment, Look at the identity that you've given to yourself. Maybe unconsciously so. Just take a read. Who are you? Procrastinate. Okay, procrastinate. Does it serve me? How does it serve me, this the definition of myself? How does it make me to follow through? Does it make me to do what I want to do? To accomplish the task that I want to accomplish? No, 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 no. Procrastination will never make you accomplish what you want to accomplish. It's going to make you procrastinate now and then. Why are you procrastinating? Because of you have seen procrastination as your identity, as who you are. Now, you are still given, let's give you another chance where you sit down, you think about your identity, you say, okay, who I want to be. Maybe 10 years, 20 years, 50 years to come, who I want to be. What kind of a person I want to be. I want to have this, I want to have that, I want to be in this level, I want to be there, I want to be there. You understand? You choose, I can tell you that. Then ask yourself, what kind of identity must I have in order for me to be there? Okay. Maybe sometimes you can give yourself an identity in terms of a metaphor. Metaphor is like when you tell yourself to say, I'm a liar, I follow through, I do this. Yeah, that's a context of a metaphor. Maybe you define yourself in terms of emotions, where you say, I'm a good person, I'm loving, I'm doing this. Eventually, when you name yourself in that way, there are times in your past when you see that you were kind, you were good to other people, you were loving. So that's how you define yourself at that certain point. It's not different as compared to the person who is a procrastinator, but now you see it in a different context. Now, this one of being loving and kind, you recall the good events about who you are, then you attach all those good events to your identity, to who you are. You attach your behavior to who you are at that particular point. And even on this one of procrastination, that's what you did. But ask yourself this question: are you really your behavior? Really? Are you really what you are doing now, or what you have been doing in the past, or what you are going to do in future? That's why I'm saying take a moment, take some time and script it down, write it to say, this is who I am. Some people never paid attention to that. Close to 90% of the people around the world, they've never taken the time to say who I am. Statistics have proven that, they've shown that only 10% out of billions of people, they sit down and ask themselves, who am I? I remember a story that was once told to me years back. A story of a scorpion and a frog. A scorpion saw this frog, said, hey Mr. Frog, I want to pass to this other side of the river. My family, my kids are there. Can you help me to climb on your back? Take me to the other side of the river, because I will drown, you know. You know what the scorpion said? No. The frog said, no, scorpion, you will sting me. You are a scorpion, you will sting frogs. The scorpion begged with this conversation and said, no, I won't sting you, my friend. Remember, if I sting you, you will drown, then I will drown too, then I die. You will die, then I die. So I won't do such a thing. May you please assist me to cross over to the river so that I can be with my family. Now the argument was going back and forth, until the frog agreed to the scorpion and said, okay, Mr. Scorpion, climb on my back, then we will go to the other side. Surely enough, When the frog was about to get to the other side of the river, the scorpion stings the frog. Wow. What really happens to this story? When we think about it, I say, what really happens? The scorpion was consistent with what he tells himself. Was consistent to his behavior of saying he's a scorpion, he stings frogs. No matter in which situation he might be in, he's gonna sting a frog. Oh, shame to the frog, but the scorpion was really himself. The frog knew that the scorpion stings frogs, but in the event that the scorpion is trying to appeal to the sympathy of the frog, and the frog opened up to his sympathy, he couldn't resist to say, I will sting you. He stinged the frog. Why? Why did he do such a thing? Because he is trying to be consistent with his behavior, even if with his identity, even if he's gonna take him into a bad situation, even if he's gonna drown, but he remains to be consistent with who he is. So think again, when you are saying to yourself you are a procrastinator, really, are you a procrastinator? You will be the same as the scorpion. You will be consistent with who you are telling yourself to be. You will be consistent with that. Even if you are in a trench hole, you are in a position whereby you have to follow through, you have to make it happen. You have this important task. You have a certain task, or maybe a job to do, or maybe an assignment to accomplish, maybe whatsoever important task that you have to do. If you say to yourself you are a procrastinator, surely enough you're going to procrastinate at that point. No matter how important it is what you have to do, you will procrastinate. You know what I'm talking about. Just take it back a little bit. Think in your mind, who I am. What have I been believing about myself, about who I am when it comes to this question? Think about it. Am I saying to myself I'm a procrastinator? Because if you say you're a procrastinator, you're going to procrastinate along the way, all along. You understand? Like, check it in the context of this story of the frog and the scorpion. The scorpion was tried by all means to be consistent to what he is, to his identity. When the scorpion stung the frog was crying like, scorpion, why could you do this to me? You stinged me and you promised that you won't sting me. Look, I'm dying and you're gonna die too. The scorpion said, I'm a scorpion. I sting frogs. You understand? He was consistent with his identity at that certain point. He couldn't deviate from it. Whatever that you are telling yourself you are, your behavior will be inconsistent to that. So the real point here is, who are you? Think about it. Don't just give a poor I respond. Where you just look at the video. Yeah, who am I? Don't do that. Don't say I am who I am. No. Take time, answer the question. Who are you? Because your behavior will be consistent to your identity, will be consistent to who you are. Now, okay, in the event that you might be considering to think and say, who am I, who I want to be. 10 times, 30 minutes, maybe stop the video and say, who am I? Because whatever that you put as your identity, or whatever statement you say, I am a procrastinator, I am a visionary, I am a person who doesn't, I am an angry person, I'm shy, I'm a lazy person. You're gonna be consistent with that. Your behavior will follow what you are saying about yourself. I am this, I am that. That's the very time, that's the exact time you are creating your identity. You are answering the question that says, who are you? By saying, I am this, I am that, I am this. You understand? Now, take a moment. Really just take a moment. Ask yourself, who are you? When you're taking that moment, now, how does this identity of yours, how does it serve you? How are you consistent with it? Even if it's bad, just ask yourself, how are you consistent with that identity? How is your behavior? How are your actions trying to be consistent with that? Because sometimes we tell ourselves a certain thought and then we forget it consciously, but subconsciously it's when we just react, we do things without us noticing, we just follow through. Maybe, what do I mean when I talk about subconsciously? We do a certain behavior subconsciously. Have you noticed when you go, maybe you are going to class in the morning, you know that, okay, Monday I have a class, or Monday I'm going to work, whatever you are going to. Then, now, you walk along the way. You're like, you don't know, you don't remember where you are going. But when you were out of the house, you knew where you are going. You walk along the way, you don't remember where you are going. And then, bam, you see yourself there in class. You see yourself in the exact position that you wanted to be. And then you're like, am I really here? You know, understand such experiences. That's you are unconsciously moving towards that direction. So it's the same as when you tell yourself a certain thought to say, I'm a procrastinator, I'm shy, I'm quiet, I'm vigorous, I'm good, I'm loving, I'm someone who takes it on. You understand? All your behaviors will try to be consistent with that. So now, think with this identity that you have given yourself in the past or now, to say, if this is who I am, this is the identity that I give upon myself, how does my behavior work towards this? How is it consistent to this? You will start to peel up, you will start to speculate and see, okay, this behavior doesn't, okay, this identity, this way of view, this view of myself, it doesn't really serve me in the way that I want to be. Then, now, look the way you want to be. This is how I want to be. This is how I want to follow through. This is how my life I want it to be. Then, sit down and say, which identity must I have about myself?
Well, I'm New York City born
and
raised, but nowadays I'm lost between two shores.
I'm a go-getter. I'm a hustler. I make it happen.
New York's home, but it ain't my
For instance, you take that as your identity. Now, whatever you are doing, whatever that you will be doing, it will be consistent to what you are saying. To say you are a hustler, it will be consistent with that. Now, when it's consistent like that, view it and ask yourself to say, yeah, this is who I am. This is the identity that I give upon myself. And work on it until your behavior is highly consistent with it. It is highly attached to it. That's how you create your identity. That's how you create who you are. Other than unconsciously doing everything to yourself. So I'm saying to you, take time. Write down. Know who you are. Construct yourself. Don't let the environment construct who are you. Don't let the past construct who are you. Design yourself. One of my teachers once said to me, Sobabini, spend time on yourself, educating yourself, teaching yourself, bringing more skills to yourself than you do on your job. Then, when you do that, you'll be more productive because in a job, you're not paid for the sake of the job. You are paid of what you are bringing to your workplace. So, the more you spend time with yourself, the more you spend time constructing what is within you, it's the more you're going to be paid at the workplace because you have spent time deliberately modifying who you are. So, modify who you are. Where to start? Start on a simple basis of saying, who are you? And remember, you'll be consistent with who you are. Say that now and then. Fill yourself with that thought. Fill yourself with the idea of saying, this is who I am. Yes, I've seen myself as a procrastinator at first. Okay, I see. Procrastination, it's not really who you are. It's the behavior that is trying to be consistent with the identity of who you are. It's easy to change a behavior. It's easy to change what you are doing than to change who you are. You understand? So stop identifying yourself as a behavior that you have been doing. Stop that. You are not your behavior. You are not your past. You are not your past experiences. It's time you identify who are you. You give a clear identification of this is who I am. I am not this. This is just a behavior that was consistent with the way I view things at that particular time. Now, this is my identity. This is who I am. That was the way I was behaving. That was the way I was doing things. But this is who I am. Then automatically, when you identify, when you tell yourself that this is the person that is Sobabini, this is the person that is me, then by doing that, you will be able to change your behavior now because you have clearly stipulated who you are. Now, your identification will supersede the way you view yourself, will supersede your behavior. To say, no, behavior be consistent with the identity that I am. Yeah. Think about it. Ask yourself, who I am. Who are you? Because whoever you tell yourself to be, you're going to be consistent with that. Do you want to be consistent with the fact that you are shy? If you can check, maybe that was not even your ideal of yourself. You know, something that you heard someone saying in a particular event at a particular day, then you took it as your identity. You have been shy all along these years just because of someone once told you in the past that you are shy. Then you took that to a point to say, I'm shy. I'm a shy person. Really? Are you? Take time. Think about it. Are you shy? Is that who you are? Is that the identity that you are given upon yourself? Oh, it's the identity. It's a perception. It's a perspective of a certain individual who you once had telling you that, and you took it as your identity. No, identity, it's not something that you take from the outside, but it's just something that you take from other people of who you are. That's not your identity. It's a perception of someone about you. You understand? Now, come back to the inner being, to the inner you. Think about it. Who are you? Construct it. Identify yourself. It's not something that you have to formulate. It's something that you have to take out within. Say, okay, this is who I am. And you construct it in a right way to say, okay, I'll say it in this way. This is who I am as an individual. Then, automatically, when you state it and say, this is who I am, your behavior will immediately supersede your behavior. But at some point, yes, it might take time because of you haven't stipulated it yet through the past years. But when you tell yourself to say, this is who I am, then your behavior will build up to that. When you have full conviction to say, give me now, this is how I identify myself. So take time. Leave what other people have been saying about it. Leave the perception. You understand? You just take those perceptions outside and say, wait here. Then you think about yourself. You say, who I am. Take time to answer that question. Then you follow through to that. I say, who are you? Really, formulate that and say, this is who I am. It's so nice when someone has full conviction to say, this is me. When you have a full conviction like a scorpion to say, I am a scorpion, I sting frogs. But you are convinced to say, you are sure, you feel it inside of you that this is me, this is who I am. This is who I want to be. This 20 years, 100 years to come. This is who I want to be. I want to be a scorpion. I want to sting frog. Yeah, you understand? If that's what you are, that's what you are good with. Like, that's what you feel like. It's a full conviction of yourself. Yeah, just embrace that. And your behavior surely will be consistent with that. Who are you? I'm going to leave you with that question. I'm not going to leave you with a fancy speech to say this and that and that. I'm going to leave you with a question that says, who are you? Think about it. Who are you really? Who are you? That question must bother you from now on. It must bother you. It must rig you within your memory of your brain to say, who am I? It must stand there until you have a clear picture of who you are. I leave you with that question. Who are you?